Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and in today's video we are going to discuss same tree problem of LeetCode. Before jumping right into the problem, let us quickly check out our workflow. So this is going to be our workflow for this video. We will be starting with the problem statement itself. Then we will be discussing the intuition behind the approach. Then we will discuss the intuition behind the approach. Then we will draw the recursion tree together to understand the problem well. Then we will do a code walkthrough. In the end, we will discuss time and space complexities. So let us start with the problem statement. So we are given two binary trees, P and Q, and we need to check if they are same or not. If they are same, we need to return true, otherwise false. So when do we consider these two binary trees as same? They need to be structurally identical and nodes have the same value. Let us understand this problem with some examples. Let me draw these two binary trees. So we start from roots of these binary trees, and while traversing these binary trees, I will make sure that I am traversing the trees in similar fashion. By similar fashion, I mean suppose at every particular node I have two choices. Either I can move leftwards or rightwards. If I decided to move leftwards in one binary tree, I will move leftwards in another binary tree as well. If initially I decided to move rightwards in one binary tree, then I will make sure that I am moving rightwards in another binary tree as well. And why I am doing this? To make sure that we are checking these two trees are structurally identical or not. Let us understand this in a bit more detail. Suppose we are standing at the roots of these binary trees, and at this node I decided that I will move leftwards, and hence I will move leftwards here as well. Now we are at this node. Suppose you have decided to move rightwards from this particular node, and to keep moving in the similar fashion, I will be moving rightwards here as well. Now when I reach to 5, I decided to move rightwards in this binary tree. As we have to traverse the trees in similar fashion, I will try to move rightwards here as well. After moving rightwards from 5, I will reach to 6 in this particular binary tree and to null in this binary tree. And what does that mean? Starting from roots of these binary trees and following the exact similar path, we are reaching to a null node in one binary tree, which will signify that these two trees are not structurally identical. So what we are essentially going to do is, at every particular node, we will check if its value is same or not. In this case, these values are same. Then I will try to move leftwards from here, and to keep traversing in both of the binary trees in similar fashion, I will move leftwards here as well. After checking, if I find that these two subtrees are similar, after exploring this, then I will move rightwards. And as we are traversing the trees in similar fashion, we will move rightwards here as well. So let us quickly sum up our intuition behind the approach. We start from the roots of the binary trees. We will check its value is same or not, and if these values are same, I will move leftwards in one binary tree, and to keep moving in the similar fashion, I will move leftwards here as well. And after traversing this left subtrees, I will move rightwards, and to keep moving in similar fashion, I will move rightwards here as well. And recursively for every particular node, I will be checking its value as well. And while doing this, if I reach to a certain point wherein both P and Q becomes null, then I will return true, that these trees are same. Now if both P and Q are not null, but at certain point, suppose P or Q becomes null, then I will return false. Because while following the path in similar fashion, I have reached to a certain point where both are not null, but one of the nodes is null, right? Which will simply mean that these two trees are not same. So let us quickly draw the recursion tree together. In both of the binary trees, we start from the root. We check if these two values are same or not. These values are same, so we move leftwards in both of the binary trees. The control reaches to 2. Now we check if these two values are same or not. Both are same, so we move leftwards again. We again check if these values are same or not. These are same, so we move leftwards here and here as well. Now both P and Q here became null. Hence we return true from here. Now we try to move rightwards. As both P and Q now became null at the same time, we return true here as well. Control again falls back to 4. Now 4 gets to know that both its left subtrees and right subtrees are same, and its value is same as well. Hence it will return true from here. Now the control falls back to 2. Now 2, which now knows that its left subtrees are same, will move rightwards. Now the control reaches to 5. 5 will check if these two values are same or not. These are same. Hence, after moving leftwards and rightwards, both will return true. Hence 5 will return true from here. Now the control falls back to 2. Now 2 gets to know that its left and right subtrees are same and its value is also same. Hence it returns true from here. Now the control reaches back to 1. Now 1 gets to know that its left subtree is same. So it checks for its right subtree. Now the control reaches to 3. Now 3 checks its values. These are same. So it moves leftwards. Now, after following the traversal in both of the trees in similar fashion, we reach to a certain point where both P and Q became null. Hence, we return true from here. Now 3 gets to know that its left subtrees are same, hence it will move rightwards. Now the control falls back to 6 here and 7 here. Now P and Q's values are not same, hence it will return false from here. Now the control falls back to 3. Now 3 gets to know that its left subtrees are same, but right subtrees are not. Hence, it will return false from here as well. Now 1 gets to know that its left subtrees are same, but right subtrees are not. Hence, it will return false and this will be our final answer. Hence, these two trees were structurally identical. But at certain point in time, their values are not same. And for the trees to be same, they need to be structurally identical and their values must be same as well, right? Hence this tree was considered not same. Let us consider another example and draw the recursion tree together. So again we start from roots. One will check its values. These are same. We move leftwards. Control reaches to 2. 2 checks its values. These are same. So it will move leftwards. Control falls back to 4. 4 checks its values. These are same. So we will move leftwards in both of these binary trees. So we reach to a certain point wherein both P and Q became null at same time. Hence it will return true from here. Now 4 gets to know that its left subtree is same, so it will move rightwards. Again we reach to a point wherein both P and Q became null simultaneously, hence they will return true from here as well. Now 4 gets to know that both its left and right subtrees are same, hence it will return true from here. Now the control falls back to 2. 2 gets to know that its left subtree is same, hence it will move rightwards. 5 will check its values. These are same. So they will move leftwards. So they became null simultaneously. This will return true. Now 5 came to know that its left subtrees are same in both binary trees. So it moved rightwards. Again they both became null simultaneously. So it will return true here as well. Now 5 came to know that both of these left and right subtrees are same. So 5 will return true from here. Now 2 came to know that its left and right subtrees are same, so it will return true from here. Now the control falls back to 1. 1 came to know that its left subtrees are same, so it will move rightwards. Now the control falls back to 3. 3 will check its values. These values are same, so it will move leftwards. In this binary tree, P became null, but here P became 6. It suggests that these two trees are not structurally same. Hence, this will return false from here, as one of the node became null and one node is not null. Now 3 gets to know that its left subtrees are not same. Hence, it will not check for its right subtrees. Hence, it will return false from here itself. Now the control falls back to 1 again. 1 gets to know that its left subtrees are same in both of these binary trees, but their right subtrees are not same. Hence, it will return false. And this will be our final answer. Now let us quickly do the code walkthrough. So this is our function which is accepting these two binary trees. This is a recursive function with these two base cases. Herein it is checking if both P and Q are null. If both P and Q are null, it means that these two trees are structurally same. Hence, it is returning true from here. Now this case signifies that both P and Q are not null, but there is a point in time when we traverse these two binary trees in similar fashion. Either P or Q became null but both of them are not null. It signifies that these two trees are not same and hence it returns false. Now this is just a recursive condition wherein I am checking if these two values are same. Only then I will be moving leftwards in both of these binary trees, and I will be moving to the right in these binary trees only if their nodes values are same and their left subtrees are same as well. Let us quickly try to run this code. So it has been submitted successfully. So let us quickly move towards time and space complexity. So let us assume that n1 is the number of nodes in first binary tree, n2 being the number of nodes in second binary tree, h1 being the height of first binary tree, h2 being the height of second binary tree, n being the maximum of n1 and n2, and h being the maximum of h1 and h2. Now let us start with the time complexity part. For every particular node, we are moving in similar fashion in these two binary trees. If I am moving leftwards in one binary tree, then I am making sure I am moving leftwards in another binary tree as well. If I am moving rightwards in one binary tree, I am making sure that I am moving rightwards in another binary tree as well. Hence, we are traversing these binary trees in similar fashion. So at max, we will be traversing n nodes, where n is the maximum number of nodes in both of these binary trees. And for every single node, we are doing constant work. Hence, the time complexity will be O of n. What about space complexity? As we have discussed in many of our previous videos in binary tree playlist, in worst case, at any point in time in recursion, the stack frame will not contain more than h number of function calls, where h represents maximum of first binary tree's height and second binary tree's height. So space complexity will be big O of h. So guys, that's all for this particular video. Please do subscribe the channel so that you do not miss the future videos. Bye.